We're back with Chelsea Fung. Chelsea,
Mhm.
why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? Um, in terms of the business or everything in
That's
general?
Let me rephrase the question. Why do you do what you do with Red Entertainment?
Oh. Well, like I said, it makes me happy.
That's
It's
good.
Yeah, it does, and that's not an easy thing to come by. I don't think. So I enjoy working with the girls. It's also a way for me to actually stay connected
Uh huh.
at home, right? As we've mentioned, I'm based here in Toronto, and I fly back and forth to Guyana. But every single day, I work here from home. I have a little office space, and I'm connected constantly with my partners, Saskia and Christina, and also clients. So yeah, it's definitely satisfying.
So, for those days when you don't feel like getting up and doing what you have to do, who or what gets you out of that mindset?
I would have to say Saskia speeding me in the
Oh,
early
really?
in the morning. Sas, I hope you hear it. Saskia is very, very energetic. Well, you met
I have
Saskia.
met Saskia. Oh, yes.
She
Oh,
got a
yes.
lot of energy, especially in the mornings. So
Oh,
yeah, bright and early. We have our own WhatsApp group,
uh huh.
and so yeah, we talk to each other constantly. And first thing in the morning, she just starts texting a whole bunch of, oh, we have to do this, oh, we have to, oh. so
Who
so yeah, no, I could never get away. I could never get away.
who is the one that it's probably all three of you, but who is the one that is most um, what's the word? Who's the one that is more focused or most focused on branding of Red Entertainment?
Oh, and like in maintaining and promoting our brand.
Yes.
um I would say all of us in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
But what's part of my particular role is to manage our social media accounts. So I kind of have free reign there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a way that we stay present, and we share the events that we have going on. We even share our own thoughts or things, quotes that we like, or so we stay active on the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. Find us there. um, so yeah, I'm the one that manages those accounts.
What surprised you, or well, what surprised you the most about this industry so far?
Hmm. What surprised me? Well, the first thing that came to mind is not necessarily something that I was absolutely surprised by, but how difficult it is to be three young women,
Mm-hmm.
and having to deal with the male dominated
Mm-hmm.
industry. It is a male dominated industry, uh, in marketing, in events, in entertainment. there's not many women in Ghana that do these things, especially as business owners. So so yeah, that's something that we continuously deal with. But I would have to say that now that we're 5 years in, we I would say that we've seen, some progress in having difficulties. Let's say, for example, we have an idea, a concept, we pitch it, and then they just like dismiss it. They're like, oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Let's just do it my way.
Mm.
Or and then if one of their partners, and he's a male, pitches an eye, oh yes, that sounds great. you know so you have those sort of situations that you get into. But now that I think that people have seen that, we've lasted
Right.
5 years, we have more experience. Our expertise has increased, and so um, that's something that.
Do you think that there are times when being women
Mhm.
works to your advantage?
Pardon?
Do you think there are times when being women works to your advantage in this industry, in Guyana in
Work
particular?
or works to our advantage?
Hmm.
Hmm, that's an interesting question. I never really thought. I've never really thought of how it would work to our advantage. I mean, I guess, you know, um, for example, let's say, dealing with a bride,
Yeah.
um, as a client.
Hmm.
I think there are, there the commonality, of woman to woman. She may have more trust in us, in terms of our ideas, our style. I don't know. I've never really thought of how it would advance us in any way.
Mm,
Mhm.
I see.
Something to think about.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah.
walk us through, well, not in details, but tell us from the time, what happens from the time a client approaches you, you agree to take on the project,
Mhm.
to the unfolding of the event. What are, just give us a synopsis. What are you looking for? What are some expectations? What?
Okay, so a client contacts us, and the first thing is that we either set up a meeting to consult with them, or we have templates, that like questionnaires that we would send, so that we can get as much details as possible. That's something that we've developed too, in the first year to 2 years. Um, and it's a way of us being a lot more efficient. Don't waste any time. Let's get all the details, and then what we do is, we would come up with a proposal, whether it's for a marketing job, a wedding, a corporate event. We would do a proposal, and it would be very detailed. I mean, this is something that clients have, commended us on, is how detailed we are when it comes to documenting these things. So our quotations are itemized. We do vision boards. Vision boards is something that's definitely, it's the client loves to see, or to have an idea of how their event, or what their project will look like at the end.
Mhm.
So that's sort of the initial process, and then moving on from there, we always communicate with our clients, and that's something else that even you have, commented on, is we're very very quick with it.
Yes, that's very true. That's very,
Yeah, yeah, so we ensure that we get back the clients right away, and yeah, and then when it comes down to execution now, um, we're just very thorough. So we make sure that what we have promised, we deliver. Um, and yeah, 99.9% of the time, I would say that our clients are satisfied in the end.
If you were not doing what you're doing today,
Hmm.
what would you like to have tried?
Hmm. Well, I have other ideas. Not that it doesn't mean that I probably wouldn't do them, sometime in the future or the near future. I am still very passionate, about the environment, environmental justice, social justice. I'm not like on the science side. I'm more on the humanistic side. So yeah, those are things that I'm still passionate about, and I'm happy that I am even getting to do that sort of work with my company. But yeah, consultancy. I have an idea for Ghana that I think would be really, really just helpful um, when it comes to environmental research and stuff like that. So yeah, I would see I could see myself doing a lot of other things, but us having this business doesn't necessarily restrict us too much. We right now we coming up with other ideas that we're like, oh yes, we could do this and we could do that, and so we're not stagnant,
Mhm.
and that's another thing that I like about all of us. We're on the same page when it comes to that. Like we haven't reached a point where we're like, oh yes, this is good enough. You know, let's not do more work. This is enough work for us. No, we want to do more. We want to do always something different. So yeah.
Someone in the chat room did mention the path of our Hurricane Irma, and you being an environmentalist, I think it's an appropriate for us to pause for a second to just, um,
Yeah.
wish these whoever is in that path um,
Yeah.
safety and send our prayers out to them.
Honestly, yeah, I think it's passing through Puerto Rico right now, and well, today it hit St. Martin and St. Barth's. So yeah, we know a few people in some of those islands, so we're very very worried, and it's honestly devastating, and it's because the waters in the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico is so warm,
Hmm.
and that's what drives these hurricanes.
Hmm.
So and that's a direct effect of greenhouse gases and global
Exactly.
warming. So
Exactly. I
people who say is not real and it's a conspiracy, you need to calm down.
yeah. A quick break.
Okay.
On verá, on verá sama. Yeah, mama.
Sophia, Sumaganda isa, taway dalaman sumadanan Sophia. Mandeganane mabugorlo, Mandeganane deidembe, Mandeganane mabugorlo, Magelo manando mani. Sophia, on verra ça, maman. Sophia, mom legi da maybe. Sophia, mom legi da may khair. Sophia, mom legi da maybe. Sophia, mom legi da may.
We are back with Chelsea Fung. Chelsea, how do you decide who the best vendors are, and how do you develop such strong relationships with them? And I
Yeah.
know this because I experienced it when I was in Guyana in July.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I like this question. We really, really have good relationships with our vendors. And I mean it's developed over time. And even there's even people now, I don't know, they reach out to us, new vendors reach out to us. Just yesterday somebody emailed with their portfolio. They're like, I would love to work with Red, partner with Red. And yeah, we keep our relationships with our vendors very, what's the word, I don't know. We maintain a strong relationship with them, and we make sure that after they execute their services, we ensure that they've gotten their payments right away. I mean, that's
Which is
if
very
we
big in
get
Guyana, right?
this is something that even to other young people who want to become entrepreneurs, or young entrepreneurs that are now starting out. These are important things. And in Guyana, there's a tendency to be sort of laid back and lackadaisical about basic, important things when running a business. And these are things that once you maintain that, you you keep your vendors stay with you. They don't say, okay, no, I really don't come to me. We've never really gotten into any situation like that. And what's another thing that I love is that it's really nice to have this network.
Yes.
Yeah, and to have people who we support them, they support us.
Yes.
Even people, they would give us ideas. They'd be like, oh, maybe you should do this. And so it's a nice way to run a business where you can collaborate.
Yes, I agree.
Right. So yeah, that's something that I definitely
What is the one message you would
Mhm.
like your career to say to other young people about you as a businesswoman?
Sorry, pardon?
What is one message
Mhm.
you would like your career to say to other young people about you as a businesswoman?
Um, that's a tough question. Just one thing.
Well, I mean, okay, Chelsea. All right. There can be
Yeah.
several, but okay. If there's one particular thing you want a group of young people to come away with, saying, "Well, I have seen Chelsea. I've listened to her. I have worked with her." What is one thing you want them to come away with?
Um,
That Chelsea Fung is.
or that I am, not necessarily a lesson or for, inspiring other people. Okay. So me. I would say that Chelsea is passionate.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would like to honestly, for that to be one of my, I would say even one of my legacies is that I am a passionate person, and I take I take everything, and I take on everything, and when I take it on, I do it with sincerity, with passion, with efficiency. So yeah, I would like for if someone were to say Chelsea is that would be something nice.
Red Entertainment gives back. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why is this important to the organization?
This is so important to us, from the get go, from our first event, with Arturo. We gave back to the Rotary Club of Demerara, and then from there on, we would give to other organizations, other Rotary clubs, Help and Shelter, Red Thread. These are organizations that take social responsibility to another level. And these are organizations that we've already done work with, and we felt that, oh well, so now we've actually made some money. We don't necessarily have to use our own hands and our energy, to wrap gifts for Christmas or whatever it is. We can actually donate money, and it can go towards the different projects that they have upcoming, or that are ongoing. And other things that we've done. We visited kids, who would just do a little theater workshop, in where was it, East La Penitence. And we went there, and we saw the kids, we talked to the kids, we gave them Christmas wrap. So these are things that we find really, really important, because there are a lot of people, we understand, and we know that we are privileged. That's something that a lot of people don't recognize in themselves. We understand that,
Mm-hmm.
and we feel that we have a responsibility to give opportunities, or to give back, or even to just create just a moment that kids would remember, or they would feel appreciated, that don't have the privilege that we have. So it's something that's very, very important to us. And even talking about natural disasters, one of the last things that we've done, was to help coordinate a telethon for Haiti. That was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the things that we feel are important. They're important in this world, especially when there's so much chaos and stupidity going on. So yeah, it's something important.
What are most people surprised to learn about you when they get to know you?
um, I would actually quote this from you.
For me,
Yeah, you said that you were surprised, and you were telling me that you didn't realize how down to earth I was, and and Saskia was, and Christina. We,
Yeah.
we're down to earth people. Some people are sometimes intimidated um, by us, maybe because we're so young, and then we function as a very strong unit. So yeah, I would say, yeah, that's something that at least you were surprised about.
I was. I met Saskia is the first person I met. I was really, really surprised how down to earth she is and
Yeah,
warm
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
friendly. This beautiful smile. Um, if you had to go to your favorite place to relax, with your
Mm.
favorite thing to read, music, and favorite thing to drink, where will this place be? What will you be reading? What will you be drinking? And what will you be listening
Hmm.
to?
Okay.
Hmm
Okay, so if it's a general, thing, definitely on a beach somewhere. I would probably be reading um, a book by Jackie Alexander, or I would be reading an inspirational book, Four Agreements, Don McGill, or something along the lines of, improving yourself or improving your business. I'm reading a book right now called Do the Kind Thing, um, by the CEO of these health snack bars called Kind Bars. Anyways, so yeah, I would be reading something like that. I would be drinking.
What?
I have to be honest.
Yeah, you have to be honest.
Okay, I would probably be drinking a vodka soda with a slice of lime, and I would be listening to old music.
Okay.
Any I just went to a Lionel Richie concert with my mom up here. Actually, it was
Wow.
fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I cried.
Did he play? Did he sing hello?
Of course. Of
Uh-huh.
sang hello. He sang truly. Oh, it was really, really, really a nice experience.
Chelsea, you talked about these ideas that you have. If you were to be sitting in front of me having an interview 5 years from now, what
Mhm.
two accomplishments will you be telling me about?
I can't tell you that.
Uh-uh. Well, wait a minute. I mean, really, Chelsea. This is how we. This
How
you
how
just gonna
can I
live.
reveal my, no, 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 no. That's one thing in business. One thing in business.
All
Don't
right. Let me
reveal
rephrase. Let me rephrase
not
it.
reveal an idea that has not been fully
Let
developed.
me
That's
rephrase
the
it. Let me
thing.
rephrase it. Let me rephrase the question. 5 years from now, what would
Uh-huh.
you like to see happening around um, Red Entertainment in
Yeah.
terms of development?
In terms of develop, all right, all right. We could keep it. We could keep it general. We could keep it general.
Oh
You make Saskia Christina really ring off my phone if I
man.
can't tell you in the public. Anyways, we will probably have a larger team,
Okay. Okay.
definitely. Uh, we will probably be providing, it could be another service, or we would definitely be we would be even more dynamic than we already are.
Where did red come from?
Selwyn, I thought we would have finished this interview without you asking this question.
well. Inquiring minds and hearts want to know.
Okay, okay, okay. This is it's sort of an embarrassing thing for all of us, because again, because it was so spontaneous. The name was also spontaneous, and it
Say
was.
it, man. Just say the name.
This is my mother's fault. Okay. This is all her fault. So
Oh,
she said, when we were talking, we were like, oh, so, what are we going to call ourselves? What are we going to call this company? Or, well, we were just even, the whole idea was that we just needed to register this thing so that we can have the event, right?
mhm.
We weren't thinking long term. So she was like, well, all of y'all read. So it was a big laugh, oh yes, all of us read. And by red, for people, who don't know it, in the Caribbean, we say red for mixed people. Yeah, that's where it came from. And we just put the entertainment to the end of it.
Three, three red
And
women, right?
what's that?
Three red women.
3 red women.
I thought it.
So, yeah.
I thought it might have been because one of you love hibiscus, the red hibiscus, and
Oh,
one of you
sure.
love red peppers or something like that. I mean, or cashews.
Sure. Actually, I went out to dinner with a friend of mine who's visiting. She just finished her master's in Munich. And so we were at dinner last night, and she's like, what was this name, Red Entertainment? I know where you get it from, but every time I see the Red Entertainment, it make me think of the red light district in
Ooh.
Amsterdam. And she I said, but I never heard that one before. She was like, and it's Red Entertainment. I said, well, what kind? You think we providing some sort of, special services?
But it's good though.
That,
For that
oh,
particular reason, it's a good name because it starts a conversation. It creates
yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah,
And
it definitely does. Every single radio show that we've been on when we're, promoting our events and stuff, where does the name Red Entertainment come from? Why red?
Chelsea, when are you most happy?
Where am I most happy?
When are you most happy?
Oh, why?
When?
Oh, when?
Yes, when?
I am most happy when I am with the people I love.
What are you most proud of?
I'm mostly proud of my relationship, as well as my relationships with the people that I love, as well as what we've done so far. 5 years.
Amen.
In October, 5 years.
And congrats again. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
Ooh. What would I tell my 15-year-old
Come on,
self?
Chelsea, that's a short trip.
I know, but I was a good child, I wouldn't tell myself to do anything different. I mean, there's one thing. I was always a teenager, and my friends always tell me this. One of my friends used to call me Mother Teresa. I
Really?
was, yeah, man. I would have told myself not to be such a straight arrow. Yeah, so I was always very concerned anytime, a friend would do something a little mischievous, whatever it is. I would either tell an adult or
You were a snitch,
go
Chelsea.
off on them and be like, why are you doing this? Don't do this to yourself. This is not you. That's how I was.
That's the kind of person you were. So you were a snitch.
But not as much, for sure.
What makes you laugh out loud?
Oh, what makes me laugh out loud? A lot of things. I just laughed probably like 100 times within the last hour.
Oh my God. Chelsea, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to share your life journey with us. I really appreciate it.
I find you made me reveal a lot about myself, Selwyn.
Well, that's what they say about CWS. It's a conversation.
No, I love it. And I love what you do. You create a platform for young people in Guyana. and people of all ages to have a conversation and let other people hear about their journeys. And it's really, really, I love the idea, and you're doing a great job, and I'm very happy that your events went so well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. See you soon.
Yes, talk to you soon,
All right,
Selwyn.
bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Turewara Bamako Tagara, Bamako Karubenda, Tureke Mama. Turewa.